Some of these companies are still operating and still very much involved with the health department. Was highlighted in that inquiry as being one of the bad actors.
Online staff law, making sure track control, make work
The government is complaining. The minister should be telling us what the solutions are.
You are not called to pass the judgment. So can you withdraw the statement?
I'm not going to say Minister of Health. Blackout may come up. Not 7 Plamanda. You got 10 by General. Why at the same time General off?
Leaders, people are dying right throughout Papua New Guinea. How much money he's received from the budget, and why is he saying that?
Honourable members, question time. The Honourable Governor for Oro.
Thank you, Speaker. The question I wish to ask, or the series of questions, is to the Minister for Health. And there, in regards to the issue of the Public Accounts Committee inquiry into health that was held in 2019. This inquiry was conducted for the purposes of investigating widespread corruption within the health department. Corruption that inevitably led to the loss of lives of many Papua New Guineans. And this inquiry found significant corruption whereby various individuals and organizations were said to have been involved. Now, to date, we need to understand exactly where this inquiry has taken us. And I raise these questions because it's come to my attention that some of these companies are still operating and still very much involved with the health department. These particular companies I speak of, for instance, are those that are involved in the distribution of drugs, the logistics companies. Now, I paid a visit to the Lae General Hospital not too long ago in one of my routine inspections, and I spoke to the doctors there, and they told me that the issue of shortage of drugs is primarily due to these logistics companies not delivering these drugs on time or to the areas where they're supposed to deliver them to. And I was surprised to find that the companies named are the same companies that were revealed or exposed in that inquiry. So from 2019 till now, these companies are still very much operating with impunity. Now, this particular company, and I won't name this particular company, operating in Oro Province, does not have a warehouse, does not have the wherewithal, and it gets these drugs from the area medical store and then keeps it under its house and distributes it at will and whim, making it very difficult for the PHA. The PHA has to actually fund the distribution of these drugs again, when this company is already paid to do so. This company was highlighted in that inquiry as being one of the bad actors. That should have been immediately, that their contract should have been terminated. But they're still there, engaged and operating. So my questions are these. Can the health minister advise us as to what he is doing with this inquiry report? Does he have a team that's going through that report to ensure that the recommendations are implemented? Now, I know that his previous ministers had made an attempt to do that, but the beast within that organization seems to have stymied the efforts. They couldn't do it. That's the reality. Now, Minister, you're doing a magnificent job, and I must commend you for this. But these companies, these insidious characters and creatures that are operating in there, that are threatening the lives of our people, need to be dealt with. So, Minister, can you explain to us if you have put together such a team, and if not, why not, and when will you do this? And can those recommendations in that PAC inquiry of 2019 be implemented once and for all? Thank you.
The Honourable Minister for Health.
Thank you. The Deputy Speaker, thank you very much for this important question raised by the Governor for Oro. First, the Department of Health is fully aware of the 15 recommendations that came out from a public accounts inquiry in 2019. We have established a task force in the department. That's what I'm aware of at the moment, and I will give a full report on what we have done and where we are today with regard to implementation of the 15 recommendations from PAC. I'll give a report on Friday this week, so to this Parliament, if the Speaker can allow me to give a report this week. With regard to the person supplying medical supplies out of Oro, we will look into that, and I'll get a full information on that as well. and to establish this particular person or particular business entity and find out what is actually happening. So I'll report back to Parliament. That's the answers to this particular question raised by the Governor of Oro. Just to make some clarification on, just use this opportunity to say today on this floor of Parliament, in the past we have a push system, now we have got pull system. A push system is usually the past where we have, as you all know, we have a 100% health center kits that were being supplied right across the country, supported by the Government of Australia especially. When we are waiting for the normal procurement of the department, marginal supplies come through, there's a push system that just push. There's a standard list of medical supplies that they would just push throughout the health system in the country in the past. So what has happened was you got plenty of storage space. Now many of those were actually expired. Now plenty only no use long health center at post level, because most of those are supposed to be used in category 8 drugs were supposed to be used only by doctors, hospitals, now health facilities, along like urban clinics where doctors stop. So we have found out that there was a lot of wastage, so we stopped him a pull system. At the moment we embark on this only a pull system. Pull system is where requiring more health facilities, low must maintain more track control or order blow or all the time, every month. Every month, somebody at the health center must be doing maintaining a stock control of where they are in terms of their respective orders or drugs. Now, put this supply go along provincial medical store. All the province play with today, you got provincial medical stores right across the country. Now also ordering all medical supply belong all area medical stores. We have 5 area medical stores in the country where all provincial transit medical stores are giving order blow. And then all health facilities, centers, health centers, districts, they get their supplies from the provincial transit medical stores. So what we have, Padili, we have Wewak, Boram, Wamlastablo Wewak, Wamlastablo Lae, that's 3, Wamlastablo again, and Wamlastablo Kokopo, that's 5 of these area medical stores in the country. And then we have, right across our provinces, we also have provincial transit medical stores. What is happening is there should be a communication between what is at the provincial transit stores, now when somebody is area medical stores. So there must be communication. As referring to the question raised by the good opposition leader yesterday, we have an M supply system that monitors what we have at the moment. We have a on-time record of what we have today in all the area medical stores in the country. Now we got long provincial transit stores. Now we got all supply to. We know the stock level of each of the pharmacists at the respective hospitals. So the hospital too must place order blame all provincial transit stores too. So there must be somebody there monitoring the stock control every month, and then placing the orders every month. That's a pull system, depending on the requirement and the demand. So what has happened is we have found out through the system that there is nobody. Most of the cases online is tablo, making sure they'll track control and all make work blow too. So for example, in one of the we found out from example, taking a point in example of Alatao area medical store, there was some indicating, showing on our M supply system that there's about 68% of the health facilities, health stocks there, they were actually nearing expiring dates. So all members of parliament, next time when your health facility is saying that all no got Martian stop up, you play try to go and ask him along provincial transit stores stop away, area medical stores stop away, and you try to go and look him also all your stacks of medical stores that's supposed to be going to respective areas, they are still in there. So you assist to look sim cab libla na assist lo supportable logistics na salim go lab libla to. So I'm just getting out a bit.
We have a point of order. Governor for
Mr. Speaker, this point of order is a wonderful opportunity for me to raise another issue with the good minister. That the transit warehouse that he is talking about, well, the one built in Oro was built through a very corrupt process. We highlighted it to the department, and it's still there, hasn't been completed, hasn't been built yet. So we don't have a transit warehouse because the National Department of Health, some years ago when I raised this with them, had failed to attend to that building that they had built through a very corrupt process. The building is still there, unoccupied, unused, and it's not fit for the purpose that it was built. So, good minister, please make an undertaking that you will also look at this particular building in your list of things that you're going to do from these questions I've asked. Thank you.
Honorable Minister, you continue on with your reply.
Thank you again. The Deputy Speaker, Dr. Law, the response to the Governor of Oro. I will be going to Oro next week to see the way out myself and see the particular area. And so we looking at it, could report the cameras. Look, Savelo, Slal facility, he also want him. There's the way out here, and genuine process now, only make him. So, by me, Oro, there's I know that you have done a lot of good work there, operating theater that needs to be commissioned after some years, and extra facilities coming back on. I'll come to Oro next week and visit that place. But I'll give a full report on the questions that is asked regarding the PhD recommendations this week Friday. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.
Is that a point of order or a supplementary? A point of order. What's your point of order, Opposition
Mr.
Leader?
Speaker, in the response of the good minister, very hard-working minister, he also mentioned the medical system. Governments have spent a lot of money on that system. And that system's duty and responsibility is to monitor every provincial hospital in the country. And if there is a shortage, it's supposed to give a signal. It should begin to create some excitement in your department to say that Lae General Hospital is critically short with this medicine, or oral for that matter. What is the point or use of having a system that is built for that purpose, and yet your departmental heads or those who are supposed to be monitoring the system cannot pick up those shortfalls? I say this because, Minister, leaders, people are dying right throughout Papua New Guinea. If you're not going to the hospitals, or you're not flying coffins home or attending house cries, then you have a problem already, because the country is in a critical shortage of medical drugs. And we have a system there.
Opposition Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we have a system there that the minister, good minister, has spoken about. You need to have somebody sitting there 24/7, monitoring that and informing the office and the secretary's office that there is a critical shortage of drugs to that province or that district, or for that matter, throughout the country. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Kabum.
Mr. Speaker, good morning, fellow leaders. Mila tutulong problem long housing. Asking Mr. Minister, asking Mr. Speaker, and Bagolo say Minister of Health. This is in regard to Engao Hospital. Engao and Mr. inside long, Lae City, where me housing international community planted population of Papua New Guinea staff long and them look out him. Mr. asking me, Minister, where you are aware, awesome. Yes, almost 2 weeks ago, one time an incident where blackout may come up, na 7 Plamanda. Minister, you are aware of this law or not? Suppose this law me resort power blackout, me like Minister Blong, power 2 must kill out this law. And ask him too must go long and too long, and must clear him why, reason why, suppose no got adequate power supply columns. How sick we on around him scan, on around him all city scans, or one him all power me require him long and run him all machines. That's what I come up. Is it for the reason that power me suppose blackout not this like come up? Okay, then suppose you got standby generator, why at the same time generator me off? Mr. Minister, suppose there's a problem inside Lonsla PHA from Morobe, in a bayou talking people from Morobe and people from Papua New Guinea. Why? One a mass, not that generator wasn't working on that day, the very day. Suppose Osla die come up because of Nogat Marasin. Minister, you find out now you're talking Mibla. Why not? Suddenly, 7 people dead on the same day. Not two. I think Cube this last scheme blow me too kolong or Arab member last scheme blow. Or PHA suppose I mean manage him. Or medical supplies or Marasin blow me block all rural areas. We plan the man to die along. Or districts blow me blind salong Morobe where no man name is away yet the number. Minister suppose I me come up attention blow you or no God. You working one and something long address him this la heavy. Thank you. Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Minister for Health.
The Member for Kabum, thank you, ask him. Because there's a question related to Morobe Province, Maki Mouse, the Department of Health staff, the country, me Salim again, big talk sorry, blue Migolo leader man, Governor Way Dina Luciumi, the Honourable later, Luther Wenge, me talk sorry, blue Migo, lol. Suppose question blue to talk side of funding the PHAs. Firstly, I make a comment today to put on record. I government today, as of 22nd of October, from the operational funds, the government made allocated 569 million kinal operational funds, located the PHAs this year. Today, they released 347 million. That's above 58% local funding released today to PHAs. From Morobe Province, PHA only gives them about 68% of funding blow. Out of all the PHAs, Morobe Province gives him 68%. So side of funding, I mean, those got some as well as side of funding. Medical supplies, according to records, last 2 weeks ago, all the supplies logo long engao. Na Morobe PHA ikuta companies the last 2 weeks. So I'm depend now all the all health facilities, primary healthcare, those. Kisim puti mora blow golo supply transit store na kisi supply blow golo hab. Him looks at also he got the area medical store blow enga do Lae been burned last year. Fire cook him last year. Na government allocate him 20 million kina this year lo rebuild him this la nubla area medical store. Today them released 15 million kina release companies. Tender pro is now on, and I appeal to the NPC team. It's very slow. Can they fast track the NPC requirement and process so that this project or any medical system must fast track na complete money companies na project go all na the Department of Health keep money start now waiting my process to go through. All this related go along having a good storage facility in place na kisa marsin come in time na make also. Some information I will just sharing limit today. Come point law power supply as outage law Anga Hospital. Mixing report lo CEO lo happen to lo. I want a big concern. On the 18th of October, lo up 9 p.m. lo afternoon, 9 p.m. lo night. Na power emi campaign lo 5 p.m. lo Sunday lo afternoon. I'm close to also 20 hours power blackout lousy. A big lousy you got power blackout. Even 3 minutes lo power blackout lousy can big problem. Even 1 minute. And 1 minute too long, housing power blackout is a serious problem. Now this time 20 hours, 9 p.m.
Honourable Minister, we have a point of order.
Me hari minister sanat na totok na. Narpla minister responsible lo power sinan lo hap na. You know, we have a serious issue in Lae, but there's no problem in totok long and we wait to one kind. Ogada province marang to one kind. And the government is complaining. The minister should be telling us what the solutions are.
That's right, not complaining.
Not complaining. No, it's not an answer. The people want answers. He's not answering, Mr. Speaker. He's complaining.
Correct, he's complaining.
Honourable Governor for
He's complaining.
I think the minister is now on the question to answer, so I'll allow the minister to continue. Honourable Minister.
I'm just stating the fact what has happened. I'm just stating the fact what has actually happened because member Bloy asked him, he got power blackout lo hap na, he got Olania die. Also nila talk sabi clear say yes, he got power blackout. Na report come also 20 hours straight power blackout na. Wambla standby generator blow suppose lo kick in area even been walk to. So we have actually established all these facts now that equal management now we got board staff long, make sure that all these things are happening. I'm just presenting the report that actually happened on this particular date on the 18th to 19th. Actually, we do not agree. We condemn these particular arrangements, and each of the PHAs they are responsible. PHAs are responsible. They've given money. They're supposed to make sure that there is a standby every time system in place.
Hoopla generator bagarap because blackout over 3 days. Standby generators for any of you that have been to school are not supposed to run for 24 hours. Or supposed to cut in, now only work 8 hours, now only go off. We are going to
Honorable Governor.
No, me like him, me play yet. Me like him. October power, I come now.
Honorable Governor.
I'm sick of PNG power.
Honorable Governor, I resume your seat. Your point of order, out of order. The Honorable Minister, you continue on your... I cannot allow for you to debate on the question that is being answered. This is question time. So allow the Minister to...
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Yeah. Yes, the result, the reason for the blackout, I'm affecting generator blow ausik. Generator blow ausik na ausik generator inopin. I'll talk about some issue long and I'll try my best to straighten him. That actually that number of hours resulted in yes, we can talk clear. Remember I talk lo of 7 blood die, but they got report the camera CEO lo up to close 5 blood die. He had 5 blood die come up. 1 blood die me die time only work long, only wait long emergency department. Somebody was rushed to emergency department during the time when there was a blackout, so unfortunately I lose a life blame. Now you got 4 blood where they were expected deaths. Animals and prognosis long and poor and they were actually waiting to die. I'm also sorry, Rosla. You got some line where prognosis poor.
We have a point of order.
You are not God to pass that judgment. So can you withdraw the statement, please?
And during that particular period where power blackout, you got 5 blood die come up. Now, people sorry, he go slightly come up. That's what we're doing now is, yes, I'm an unfortunate situation of power blackout law in Enga Hospital. Enga Hospital can be big lousik in the city. Now, let me support him to, I'm stopping the Morobe PHA. Now, I'm stopping 10 by districts in Morobe. 10 by districts, population blow, population close to 1 million. That's a lot. And many of the deliveries that come along, Enga Hospital. One can also mention here, Mama Lakarem, PMJ is stop. So if you look him, Enga is actually stressed out in trying their best to look after many of the cancer patients are now going to Enga at the moment because of reopening of cancer facility. You got 800 line going out along cancer facility in Enga as I speak today after reopening. That's actually saving themselves a lot of money. So apart from looking at the cancer patients, they are also forced to look after every others. A report comes only got to 100, close to 200,000 line only Kolang emergency department outpatient last year. That's a lot. That's a lot. So if come back now, long small PHA team long have organizing all system long na. Steady ma the more PHA look how they going to reorganize the health delivery primary health care long Enga within the Lae city. The way forward, believe me, is me call upon Orlando, the business sectors, Lae, please, I appeal to them today. They have a business rep on the PHA board to come in where they are, because then by taking 3 or 4 weeks, look, stand by generator blow along Enga Hospital. That's coming overseas. They will need to fix that by taking 3 or 4 weeks. So when they are doing this, I'm always spending close to some 5,000 liters of fuel every 24 hours. And that's a lot of money. Now, me appealing along online law, Lae, suppose all our business houses, they can come forward and support Enga during this period of this time of stress to come in. Only is the money blow, but suppose you got some way where business line can come in or anyone come in, and me like appeal to the Minister for Health. Enga need him assistance. Enga also at the moment they need our support. They need our support. We need to come in and support where we can. They're trying their best. Government give money, but that's where we are. That's the situation in Enga. It will need about 3 more weeks.
Honourable Minister, we have a point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The good Minister has just been providing a rambling response to very, very simple and serious questions raised by both the Governor and the member for Kabum. Can he just confirm how much money he's received from the budget, and why is he saying that they're trying their best, your best is simply not good enough? How much money has he received to say that they still need all the help they can get from business sector? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Government committed 233 million this year. We will see an increase of 7,000 workforce in the PHA system. Moreover, PHA is recruiting another 500 to actually support them as well. But again, the way forward, which I've recommended in the department, is there will be we want to see a system where Morobe, Begat PHA belong separately Enga housing. a minimal sem Port Moresby Hospital operating by itself, unled nupla, they have their own board, they have their own management team, because some big set up to us. Na by nupla arrangement by Moresby PHC operate outside of Enga Hospital. These are some of our points that we're considering at the moment, so that there's additional resources for health coming to Moresby province. And some of the things we got long at the moment. But when I talk thank you long government of Australia, we know that the government of Australia committed so much funds to upgrading the current Enga Hospital. But again, coming to the point, we will, Department of Health, fully supporting Enga the situation is at the moment. We are giving them support, and we'll continue to stand by them to make sure that we resolve this power issue as soon as possible. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.